Our childhoods were a flurry of constant change, repeatedly uprooted from the soil from which we had been sown and replanted over and over and over again to strange, exotic earth. And whether we wanted it or not, it happened to us either way. Our roots are shallow, for we grew up comforted by the streets of unknown places and the lull of foreign tongues. And although we might not stand as tall in our own identities as the old oak that had centuries to embed itself into the forest, we learnt, instead, to walk across unalike lands to find another place we can call home for now.
I have a vague memory of vast skies, a splintered array of ambers fading into orange while the deep purple of night starts to draw in. In my bedroom, I can hear coyotes howling along with the silent whispers of the gentle desert wind. The land is sun-washed with the glowing bronze where lone cactuses stand. As school days and seasons slip by me, the sweet warmth of sun on my skin returns me back to my youth, with no worries other than petty things, the naive excitement of the vastness the world has yet to offer. For a moment, the gold earth sat still.
I used to live next door to the Han River, and on cold winter mornings, I would press my face up to the living room window and watch the tectonic plates of ice glide like ballroom dancers on top of the boiling water under their feet. Across the frost, a magpie swoops through the empty sky, its iridescent coat a dazzling blue shifting to green, hemmed with white feathers against the black as it comes to perch on my windowsill. It looks at me, a knowing glint in its eye. If the trees never went through this barren brutalness, the cherry blossoms wouldn't know how to bloom in the spring.
I remember the blaring of horns and the squeaking of tires at dawnbreak, the way my siblings and I would start awake, rubbing the sleep from our eyes, and gasp softly as we peeked out the car at the trucks adorned with saffron and emeralds, neon pink and bright chili red, an explosion of colors bursting to come alive, the clinking of bangles and tassels and flowers, reminders of loved ones asleep far at home. All of it swirling together into a mandala of heavy rumbling down the highway on our way to the Taj Mahal.
Departure of its flight 6E134 to Delhi. All passengers are requested to please proceed towards the aircraft from gate number 1 located on the ground floor. Indigo wishes all our passengers a very pleasant flight and thank you for choosing to fly Indigo.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you. My name is Paul and a warm welcome on board Singapore Airlines Flight SQ12, a service from Narita to Los Angeles. Allow me to introduce the crew to you. With me in the flight deck and in command is Captain Samuel Pang, together with Captain Chris Cheng. And in the cabin, your in-flight manager and crew in charge, Miss Sabrina Chan, and a team of cabin crew will ensure that you're well looked after, and I'm certain that you will enjoy your flight with us.
This was home once.
Well, for a few momentary years.
We come knowing how fleeting the stay will be.
But it still hurts when we have to let go.
When this home with a time limit reaches its expiry date,
Our childhoods, like milk, have gone sour.
Sour from all the longing for a place that we can truly call our own. Because really,
I don't belong to you, and you don't belong to me.
I realized this temporal home was never mine to begin with.
And all the countries and all the homes that I've created there start to feel like hotel rooms in which I've overstayed my visit.
Just when I started to feel comfortable, I am pushed out into the foreignness of a different land yet again.
Forever an alien on holiday in a strange planet that I do not understand.
And I'm left constantly searching
For answers to the question I can never find answers to.
Where is home?
where are you?
I close my eyes to try and remember another home I thought I had.
Our scheduled arrival time is at 11:50 in the morning, and expecting generally sunny skies with the temperatures between 13 to 24 degrees Celsius throughout the course of the day.
At a busy hawker center, an auntie is bustling in her drink stall as she cracks out the orders one by one. She's a small woman with rough hands and a forehead like crinkled newspaper. In the queue, a girl is on the phone, struggling to hear over the noise of the kopitiam.
I just wanted to ask what drink you wanted again. So that's one tasty ice? That's iced tea, right? Okay, alright. Hello? Hello?
Yes, adik nak apa?
Oh, hiya.
Nak apa adik?
Sorry, I didn't catch what you said.
Huh? Eh, what you want, girl?
Oh,
Girl, you don't know what to order. You stand behind. Got people want to order. Thank you.
I'm sorry,
next
I'm
order.
sorry. I'm looking for ice Milo.
Yeah, ice Milo ada.
Okay, yeah.
You want bag or cup?
Bag?
Bag
Okay.
140.
Oh, shucks, sorry. And one iced tea.
Hey, you girl. Auntie got long queue. Why you never say just now? You want what Iced tea
Yeah, one iced tea.
Teh ice
Sorry?
One teh ice
Sorry?
One teh ice
No, I want iced tea.
You want ice lemon tea in the fridge there? You take one. Next order.
The girl goes to the refrigerator that looms over the stall front. She swings the door open, scans through its inventory, and when she doesn't find what she was looking for, she starts sifting through the cans. Eventually, she cuts back into the line, accidentally letting the fridge door slam shut.
I don't see it, sorry.
Huh? I have what? There? That one not ice lemon
Oh, but-
Yo girl, you cannot see
Oh, but I don't want iced lemon tea. I want normal iced tea.
Adik, come here. You want what?
I want iced tea. You know, like tea with ice.
Yeah lah, that one is teh ice
Oh.
Alah, so difficult
No, I wasn't sure what it was called. I didn't know it was called Ote iced tea.
You never check menu how auntie know What? Iced tea! Huh? Auntie don't know what iced tea. This is slang
No, because I'm helping to order for my friend and she said iced tea.
No, not iced tea, teh ice. Huh? Auntie thought you want iced lemon tea. One iced Milo, one teh ice
Yeah.
The girl then stays put, attempting to understand the alien menu. Unbeknownst to her, a line is already forming behind her.
Girl, you stand here first, little block people.
Oh, sorry.
She ducks out of the way, apologetically. The girl examines the bag of Milo, a curious artifact. But as she pokes and prods the plastic, some of the chocolatey liquid suddenly spills onto her shirt.
Ah, shucks.
Girl, you need cup or not?
No, I'm okay with this bag. Thank you. check you ordered teh or ice, right? You wanted it with milk? Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. Can you text me the name of the drink? Yeah, okay. Thanks. Bye. Bye.
Nah, girl, $3.
Okay. Actually, I'm really sorry. Can I ask? Is teh o the same as teh C?
Huh? No, not the same. This one is teh o, okay? Not teh C. Teh kosong, teh o kosong. Kopi, kopi C, kopi o kosong. Also got kopi o kosong, Melo C, Melo ice. All different. Yeah, auntie got no time to explain. You take your Melo and teh o ice. Next time you check first so you don't confuse.
Okay. Thank you.
The girl goes to sit at the nearest table. Overwhelmed and flustered, she looks around the hawker center, observing the things going on around her with a blank stare. The auntie continues her last few orders as lunch rush dies down. After a while, she watches the girl and sighs before calling out to her.
Girl, what you want to order? Auntie customers all go back already. Come, what you want?
Okay. I want to get the teh C ice.
This one correct one,
Yes. My friend wrote it down for me and I googled it.
Yeah, sorry girl. Very busy, Cannot explain properly.
It's okay. I'm still a bit confused, actually.
Okay, you see here. When you order, just say teh ice. Auntie understand. But you say what? Iced tea all? Not the same, Auntie thought you saying iced lemon tea. You tourist
No, actually, I'm Singaporean. It's just that I lived overseas.
Wow. Overseas Like so good. Hey, my daughter next year study in London. Good. You see got opportunity you go. Not like me last time, very hard Hey, this one you want back also?
Yeah, sure. I've never seen drinks served like that before.
Yeah, last time we used bag, now people want to use cup. 150
Oh yeah, here.
Thank you. Actually where you travel? Fun or not?
My parents traveled a lot because of work. Yeah. It's nice being able to live in all these different places, but it gets kinda...
You don't like
No, it's not that. I think I just miss Singapore a lot.
Yeah, Singapore also boring one lah. You got chance, you must try, Auntie already never get to try to live outside. You studying
Yeah, my school's just round the corner. My classmates are trying to teach me Singlish, but there's a lot to learn.
Can one very easy. I tell you, until last time, only know how to speak Malay. I already 15 years work here, can speak Mandarin a bit only. Can speak English. Yeah, you're still young practice lah. Hey girl, what your favorite drink?
My favorite drink? A hot, steamy cup of tea with luxurious creamy milk with no added sugar.
Okay. So you repeat after me. Teh si kosong.
Teh si kosong?
Yeah. See, expert already.
Okay. I'll practice that. Teh si kosong. Thank you. I have to get to class now.
Okay. Next time you order, you know what to say,
Yes, I will. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Auntie.
I see you tomorrow, girl.
Okay. Bye.
Okay,
See
bye,
you.
bye, bye.
Bye.
The girl walks away and the auntie heads back to clean up her stall. A warm smile settled across their faces.
When I was small, My grandmother used to hold my hand and walk me to the hawker under her block. The noisy, excited chatter of complaints and quarrels, of chewing and slurping, it was intimidatingly familiar. Those days are filled with memories of food, of sipping Milo from a saucer to prevent scalding my tongue, of dipping prata in sugar with grubby fingers, of chicken rice, wrapped in paper and sealed with a red rubber band. Now, as an adult, I find myself stuck doing the same things as I had done before. In the monotonous repetition that comes with a constant summer, comes with a perpetual heat in which flowers never have to bloom. The city, with its neat, perfectly planned eco-infrastructure that follows me everywhere, always seems to be watching me.
I always seem to return back to the city that smells of moisture and clean, of the ozone which sits on your shoulders and sighs into your ear, of rainforests that used to stand in place of our HDB blocks instead of pavements that weave across the earth, like roots in this ever-growing, sleepless asphalt jungle. And sometimes, before the sun has even risen, I am awoken by the call of the Asian koa cuckoo. And in those moments before the day has begun, I lie in bed and indulge in the orchestra of cicadas humming to the crescendoing traffic and the familiar buzz of the LRT tracks as they snake through my neighborhood.
I look outside, and I am faced by the never-ending windows. The industrialism of grills and concrete. Clothes strung out on bamboo poles from kitchen windows, fluttering like flags as they hang to dry. I realize I am faced by endless humanity. And as I peek into the windows that litter the block across from me, like a thousand-eyed concrete giant, I can't help but glimpse into the souls of the families that reside there. The laughter, the shouting, the tears, and suddenly, I'm overwhelmed by the intensity of being surrounded by so many lives, so many people that I do not know, and will never know.
I don't know how to write this, but I want to start by thanking you for being so amazing to me. I don't want to forget you like how people forget other people. Just so you know, I think about you all the time, actually. And I wish I could remember every little bit and moment of us together. But lately, you and I have grown distant. For a while, you thought the world was enormous and you felt like you could get lost in it somehow. The day seemed never-ending and were filled with carefree laughter. But now there's so much to worry about. The world isn't so big and I don't have you around me anymore. Remember in New Delhi when we used to have sleepovers at Jasmine's house so often it became like our second home? The routine would be playing Club Penguin on their family's computer, munching on those classic Oreo cookies dunked in milk, and giggling about our childhood crushes together. And remember when she used to tease us about Patrick, the driver's son? When you and I first saw him, he had on a striped wool sweater, a lanky boy about a few years older than us. He was a little bit mean, but super friendly and would come over to the playground to hang out with the rest of the kids from the compound. Even when we returned to Singapore, we always thought about him. And that one day I found myself sitting silently next to Mom when she told us he had died on his wedding day whilst drink driving. I could tell you were heartbroken, even if I wasn't. It was like a piece of you had been erased and completely changed. Remember when we thought the world was so exciting? Yeah, well, it wasn't as magical as we thought. You know, when someone who was so prominent in my life suddenly just isn't anymore, suddenly just doesn't exist anymore, and I log into Facebook and see all my old friends vanish into the obscurity of acquaintances, best friends now nothing more than strangers. Just like what happened with him. And now that is all we'll ever be. Long forgotten strangers from a distant past. You know, the hardest part of growing up is realizing that I cannot always be with you. It isn't easy to let you go because when I remember you, you transport me to a time different from reality. I will always search for you in everything I do that makes me happy. Dear childhood, thank you.
Barbecues. Hot, greasy smoke and the smell of charring sausages at Christmas time. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas is playing on the radio as we are driving into the sunset.
The city is small, but bustling, with rows of street vendors bursting from its seams. The space of the alley so narrow you could barely squeeze a car through. And yet, the next street over, you could hardly make out the shape of the road with the sea of cars swerving into place.
The condescending laugh of the kookaburra birds echoing from the edges of the school field. The smell of the eucalyptus tree, the healing breath of its multicolored tree,
Supported by unwanted guys
I open my eyes. The memories of a splendid childhood constantly coming back to me, and yet, why is the comfort of home still so far away?
I miss the innocence, the childlike wonder, the slow burn of a warm girlhood that hadn't learned loneliness yet.
Loneliness, which seemed to be the only constant in my ever-changing adolescence. And upon counting the years I've been gone from home, those childhood days felt like they were short-lived.
It feels like a fever dream, lucid and yet as visceral as my heart thumping in my blood. How am I supposed to let go of these moments of solace? How am I supposed to move on from these places that defined me? And I'm left constantly searching
For the oasis in the desert.
For a rest stop along a continuous highway.
for a community that will accept me as one of their own. But I'm starting to think that hope is nothing more than a mirage, and that I am forever seeking something that will never be. How am I supposed to know who I am if I can't claim anything as mine?
Hello?
Hey!
Hey! Can you hear me?
Yeah, is it okay on my end?
It's kinda laggy, but it's honestly fine.
Okay. Hopefully it'll be alright.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
Have you been?
Oh, you go first.
You can go first.
No, you go first. You go first.
Okay, me?
Yes.
Well, things have been good. Everything's same old, same old. Oh, and by the way, I hope you don't mind. I'm kind of rushing to get ready.
Oh, where are you going?
Oh, I'm so excited. Dude, I'm going to this huge party that Tom is throwing at the beach. Everyone's gonna be there, like Jake, Lisa, Steven. Who else? Oh, yeah, you remember Patrick and Daria? Oh, just everyone, basically.
Oh, that's nice. What time does it start?
In an hour? So I'll have to go in 30 minutes. I'm sorry, I'd love to talk to you longer, but I really can't today.
That's okay, I get it.
We all really miss you, though. How have you been?
Trying to settle down, still unpacking and figuring things out. Everything's kind of a really big change. I'm experiencing a little bit of culture shock, if I'm gonna be honest. Yeah.
Wait. So, have you started school yet? I saw on your Insta story you went to campus or something.
Yeah, I started 2 weeks ago. The curriculum's pretty different. It's a lot harder, actually, so I'm struggling a little bit, but I'm sure I'll get used to it.
Oh, you'll be fine. You were the smartest one here, remember? Like, you used to teach us everything.
I hope so. Hey, I saw that you went camping at Mount Lemon the other day with Daria.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It was the best time ever. After we went last summer together, I've been dying to go again, so I took Daria and Steven. And when we got up there, the sun was setting. It looked like it was something out of a movie.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. Do you remember the last time we were there? We went skinny dipping in the fountains, in the falls around the waterfall. And then we got freaked out because we thought someone was coming through the woods. And then it just ended up being a coyote, but still, it was so freaky.
Oh, my God, yeah. And then we ran to throw our clothes on. We were still so wet, so we just sat naked on the rocks. Oh, that was so scary. We thought there was a murder or something.
Oh my God. It was so scary.
That was so freaking fun. I still look at pictures from that day.
Same here. Oh man, I really miss making s'mores and roasting marshmallows over the campfire and camping in the woods. I can't do that here at all.
Wait, why can't you? Are there any places to go hiking or camping?
Not really. It's all city here. And even, we don't have countrysides, just parks. And even then, it's all rainforest, so yeah.
Wait, why can't you camp in a rainforest?
It's a lot of mosquitoes, and it's hot and humid and muddy, and it's just not the same. I mean, it's still nice, but I don't really want to go skinny dipping in the swamp.
True. Oh man, I really, really miss you. Hey, why don't you just come back? You could stay with me, right? And then we could have sleepovers every day, and you could come to all the parties you're missing out on.
I would love that, but
Then just come. Ask your parents for your birthday or during your summer break or something.
I can't. That.
Girl, I don't get it. Why not? Aren't you supposed to come back for college? You might as well just ask your parents to find an apartment to stay in.
I don't know, okay? Nothing's set in stone for now, and I don't really have a choice, It's not like I have the money to fly even if I really, really wanted to. I'll ask my parents, but I'm not sure what they'll say.
Okay, well, it's just you always talk about coming back, and we'll always be here. We're really just waiting for you.
I know. Oh, I've been trying to talk to Sarah, but I haven't been able to reach her recently.
Wait. No one's told you about Sarah?
No? What happened to Sarah?
Oh, that's weird. We don't really talk to her anymore.
What? Since when?
Well, okay, it's been a couple of months. I don't really remember when exactly, but she cheated on Tom with several different guys. So we all decided to cut her out.
Weren't they coming up on 2 years together?
Yeah. It was crazy. Everyone was really, really shocked.
Oh my God. Wait, why didn't you tell me? That's really big news.
I don't know. I think I meant to, but I kind of just forgot. Sorry. But it's all settled anyways, so you don't have to worry. You know, we're just really busy finishing our midterms
Yeah,
and studying.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I guess I just feel so out of the loop.
Oh, shit. Dude, I didn't realize it was so late. I gotta go soon.
Already?
Yeah, what were you saying? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
It's okay, it's okay.
No, you were saying something.
Okay, well, if I'm gonna be honest, I've been feeling super isolated and alone out here by myself. You know, I don't have any friends. I feel like a complete outsider because no one understands me or watches the same things or listens to the same music, you know, and I just wish you'd tell me things that were going on with the group. You know, like is it that hard to let me know when something happens? I care about you guys, and I just... never mind, it's not really that important.
Okay, I get what you mean. But babe, it's really hard to update you on all the small things because we practically hang out every day. And, you know, the time difference. Look, you've only been there for what, 3, 4 months? You'll be fine. You'll find your people just like you did once with us when you moved over here, remember? So, you just gotta promise me that you'll at least try to be okay?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
Okay. Well, look, I really have to go. I'll call you soon and we can talk about this properly, okay? I love you. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
When can I call you again?
I'll let you know, alright?
Okay, I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye!
Bye. So a while back, I was invited by a friend of mine to watch a musical that her international school was performing. And I turned to my boyfriend and I asked if he'd like to watch with me, and of course, like rogue theatre students not wanting to miss a free show, we went, right? And the musical they did was Bring It On, which was about class and racial disparities. I'm not sure if you know. But the performance made my boyfriend really uncomfortable. You know, he was the only Malay person in the audience watching a group of rich, privileged expat kids put on black accents and pretend to be from the ghetto. And as someone who grew up being given food vouchers to be able to eat lunch at school, watching these kids who are paying almost $40,000 a year for their education act underprivileged was off-putting. And so, like, after the show, he turned to me and said it was like a cosplay of poverty. And we were really stunned, you know, by how blind everyone was to their own socio-economic standing in the country they lived in. Not only were these expats so far removed from poverty in the West, but they were even further away removed from being in any way, shape or form underprivileged in Singapore, you know? So, I was thinking about all of this, and it actually really made me start to think about my own life. You know, because there have been times when I was in Hong Kong or South Korea where I lived as an expat, where I went to international schools and mostly interacted with other foreigners and made no effort to integrate into the local culture. You know, I've been in the expat bubble. And I wonder, was I ever this blind? Was I ever this ignorant to my privilege? And at first I denied it. You know, I'm very aware of my privilege here. I try to actively learn about Singaporean issues. I care very deeply. But then it hit me. I'm not really an expat in Singapore. I never have been, even if I've been acquainted with the bubble here. No, I'm half Singaporean. I live in a HDB in Tampines and I attended local schools. So I thought back to when I was 15 in Hong Kong, and I tried as hard as I could to remember how I felt when I lived there. You know, did I care about Hong Kong? Did I care when A year after I moved, the country was swept with major riots fighting for the democracy? And truthfully, no. No. I loved Hong Kong. But the main reason I was upset was because it meant I couldn't go back to visit. My time there was awash with a blissful apathy because I knew I wouldn't be there for long. And that's it, right? Privilege is this blissful lack of concern because it doesn't really affect you. And when I realized this, I could feel the shame bubble in my throat because, yes, I had been exactly like the kids in the musical. I had been unaware. But at the same time, we were all children. How could we have known better if it was never taught to us, you know? As an adult, I don't want to live in the bubble. I feel it's important for me to know of my privilege, to know the history of the places I live, and how they were impacted by people who looked like me. Because otherwise, I realized I might end up perpetuating the same colonial narratives that have been used to oppress the local people. I should be empowering and uplifting the cultures that have so kindly welcomed me in. Love and care for these cities that have parented me, fostered me, raised me until I was all grown up. I don't really have an answer or a conclusion to all of this. It's something I'm still mulling over and thinking about every day. But I think for now, I can try my best to learn and to care as much as I can.
Sometimes, when I sit in the dark, alone in my room at night, I can feel the imprints of all the different beds I've slept in over the years on my skin. All the homes I've had tattooed on the inside of my skull, tattooed into the memories of my youth, and the ink sits just behind my eyes.
They feel like hollow visions now, all line work without the shading to make them real. What will I do with these candlelight shadows that pervade my dreams?
It's a strange feeling that I get to restart. Every time I leave with pockets filled of souvenirs, past photos and farewell letters, lugging luggage down the streets of unfamiliar corners, with nothing other than our spent plane tickets, and a fresh start.
Maybe it isn't so bad that my parents could never shed their call to adventure, that they couldn't unhear the whispers of the ocean that beckoned them to come. Couldn't shed this feeling of persistent restlessness when they settled somewhere for too long, the longing to see everything there is in this small world that they didn't want to feel trapped in. That yearning for freedom, for flight, for the skies, for the seas. And as much as it hurts to let go, I get to try again, with all the knowledge of all the mistakes I made the last few times.
It's been about 5 years since I last moved, and I haven't said goodbye to a place for a long time. I am 21 now, a grown woman facing the world out there in a place that I can finally call home. And yet, it's strange to me. My life has been a constant wheel of goodbyes and hellos up till now. But when I was a little girl, stability was all I wanted. I craved it. In the turbulence around me where everything was shifting, memories got hazier and hazier and time slipped through my fingers. You know, I have these figments of people in my head, close friends and loved ones I haven't seen in years, and I wonder if they are still the same people. Sometimes I'm not sure if I've taken all these little moments of their laughter, their smile, and the way they used to call my name and created this ideal of them in my head. A portrait of what I want them to be, rather than who they've become. But maybe that's okay. Even if they aren't true to life, if these are just delusions I've created, they still hold all these moments of love, the fondness that made saying goodbye so hard in the first place. I'm glad I still have that at least, to take with me as I walk the road ahead, navigating through this new sense of adulthood. And I hope these outlines and experiences color my vision in everything I do. And perhaps I can let time and new experiences heal losing the old ones. I wish I could thank that little girl for experiencing all of that chaos in order to be the person that I am today. And I'm glad that she is finally finding stability in the old and the new.
Our childhoods were a flurry of constant change, repeatedly uprooted from the soil from which we had been sown and replanted over and over and over again into strange exotic earth.
And whether we wanted it or not, it happened to us either way.
Our roots are shallow, for we grew up comforted by the streets of unknown places and the lull of foreign tongues.
And although we might not stand as tall in our own identities as the old oak that had centuries to embed itself into the forest,
We learned instead to walk across unalike lands.
To find another place we can call home.
for now,